America's public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse.
Since the United States has been at war with drugs, there has been that stigma that marijuana is dangerous. Because of a war on drugs, marijuana has always been perceived as this dangerous illicit drug.
Yes, there. Do it like you mean it.
However, in 2019, the world views marijuana differently now. Legal businesses now sell marijuana or marijuana-related products. With CBD being a healthy component of marijuana, pharmacies sell CBD products openly over the counter. A lot of states have legalized weed consumption now. 3 states have already made weed legal for recreational purposes. The MORE Act is also fighting to have people convicted of marijuana felonies in the past to have more support and help move forward in their lives.
To relate this to OSCM, let's explore the process. For this project, we chose to focus on a big farm with employees and technology in use for cultivation of a plant.
Step 1 is choosing genetics that you want to grow. Sativa is usually a more energetic strain, whereas Indica makes the user more relaxed. Ruderalis has lower THC and CBD content but is also hybridized with other strains. The next step is planting the seeds. The proper soil with the proper nutrients is required to plant the seed. Cloning is pretty much replicating the existing plants through non-sexual means. That requires the proper chemical balances. Cultivation is the most intense part as it requires most technology. Cultivation requires the proper fertilization, proper air ventilation through proper times, proper sunlight at exact moments, proper lighting, and proper temperature and humidity. Larger farms use systems as the Link4, which is a greenhouse control system that monitors air, light, and humidity. The process of trimming is separating the bud from its stems and leaves. It not only requires machines, but also human labor to completely separate buds from stems. Curing involves leaving the buds in a secure environment with a proper temperature, light, humidity, and airflow so that the buds can preserve their potency after processing. In that process, the Link4 is again crucial to maintain a proper environment. Sorting is a parallel process where buds are separated from anything else, such as leaves, that are used for other products as well and are not discarded as waste. To keep the product fresh when it reaches the consumer, a dose of nitrogen is pumped into the packet with the buds inside before sealing and labeling. The other processed parts are used to make other products such as dab pens, bath bombs, pre-rolled joints, and so much more. To make this whole process much more efficient, we designed PodPlot, a dashboard that can take care of farm logistics. Let's recap the tech that we used. The smart window controlled airflow and lighting, the Link4 system controlled temperature, humidity, and light intensity, the trimmers trimmed the buds from its stems, and the nitrogen pumper pumped the perfect nitrogen dose in the packet before sealing. With PodPlot, we can schedule when we want the smart windows open and closed. Using external data, we can have weather forecasts, predict whether it's a good idea to keep them open. The Link4 device can feed its data to the PodPlot such that we can see whether the light intensity is appropriate and whether all bulbs on the farm are operational if sunlight is not being used. The Link4 also has its own screen where the farm manager can check logistics from humidity and soil pH to temperature. The trimmers can be checked to see whether they are operational at the beginning of the morning, and additional weight sensors can be fitted in the trimming room and the plantation to see whether there are wastes falling to the ground that can be recycled. The waste pump meter can be adjusted such that once the weight sensor detects 50 kilograms of waste on the ground, it turns on a pump that sucks in all the ground waste. Additional tech to improve efficiency can be by having an air filter to measure the air purity of a farm such that we can have the right amount of elements in the air for best growth of the plants. We can also have recommendations that track the inventory of a farm such that the farm manager knows the frequency of tracking supply. This was PodPlot's presentation. Thank you.